hardly know a woman all through. A woman can easily know a man, but a woman, to know a woman, every day different characteristics, different attitudes are coming up. It's for you to understand them.
Hey loves, welcome back to our channel. I'm called Elomo, your host, and today I have a guest on the channel. So today is episode 2 of the series The One. So I have another guest on the channel to share his own story with us. I hope you're enjoying it so far as it goes. So I'm going to give him the opportunity to introduce himself. So please.
Hello, I am called Cyrill. I'm so glad to be at your presence this night. I am honored.
We are more than grateful he accepted to do this with us. So today we are going to be asking him some questions. He's going to be sharing some insight light with us on his whole journey of finding his soulmate. Okay, so that somebody can learn. Okay. So we're going to go from the genesis. We're going to go from the genesis to better understand him. So we're going to start from the first question. How did you meet your soulmate?
Really, it's not really been an easy one. The journey had really been a tough and difficult one. So it started all when I discovered that I was ready to make a home, to have a wife. But I can say it was not just from the initial that the first person I met, I had to just hang up with the person, and finally we became as husband and wife as we are today. I had some few that I have started with, but along the line we will come to see that at the end of it, that is not a chosen. So after some time, I looked at it that I cannot use my own human initiative to get a soulmate. I had to go to God in prayers, and really it was not just that easy too. You have to really make yourself available for God to prove it out to you. So as per my soulmate that I just lovely got wedded with just a month today, I've been seeing her in the past for more than 1 year, but it never came to me that she can one day be my wife. And why? This is because I had a set of the type of characteristics that I needed for my wife. Yeah, because we know marriage is 100, I can say 99.9 carnal. That's what you see, we are physical. So I had the type of structure of a woman I needed. I said I will need a yellow woman. I will need a good height and what have you. But along the line, I will start a journey with those I thought were those that fulfilled what I wanted. Along the line, it will just come just like that and got destroyed. Just about 1 or 2, without any good reason. God now came and opened my eyes through a revelation. He gave me a revelation. I saw this lady in the revelation while I was praying for the one that I had chosen as the one I want to marry by my own human initiative, my own human sense, not looking at God. So while I was praying, Father, okay, this is the woman I've chosen, I want to marry. But, oh my dismay, I will be seen with this present woman that I finally had married. So what was baffling me? I am praying for somebody else. God is showing me someone else. You are called like that. I kept it within me because in me, I really did not want to marry the type of woman that I am married to. Because based on the characteristics I said, and from the, let's say, the clan or the tribe that she's coming from, I did not want to. Little did I know God has the best. I moved on to the second. When we were almost going to the area of knockdown, God still showed me this lady again in the revelation while I was praying for my wife that I have chosen by my own human initiative. The second one, God was still showing me, this is my present wife. I said, but God, this is not a woman I want. I have said I want a woman from my own tribe. Up to the third one, almost at the knock door, the parent had accepted. My uncle, everybody has spoken to the lady's parent. just about 1 week preparation that we could come from your door, it just also came that way. Still with her, I was praying, God was still showing me this my present wife. And when it came down and the relationship had to break up, not the fault from the girl, not from me, but from the parents, I said, no, I have kept so quiet about this issue. That's when I had to corner one of my cousins, who is a mama pastor. I gave her the revelation. I said, this has been happening for about 2 years. She told me, brother, you know, I've been against you marrying a different tribe. But this is God speaking. I still hesitated. God, you know, when God wants to give a revelation, He shows you. And if you want to like be so heady, He leaves you and go and show it to somebody else. So this time around, God had to choose a sister in the church. I am not used to that teacher, that sister, and she's not even used to me. While she was praying for this lady, God gave her the revelation, showed her that this lady's husband is me. And the revelation, it was difficult for this lady now to approach me, to tell me the revelation she had. It took her time. So when she came and made up her mind to meet me, she met me and said, bro, this is a revelation I have. I did not waste time. I told her that God has spoken to me. It is true. I said, for 2 years, God has been giving me this revelation. And you are the first person that I am accepting that this is what He has shown me. I said, but the issue is, I am not ready to marry a woman from this tribe. I said, I have a lady I'm following. A lady, I showed her on the phone. This is my wife. We're about to get married anytime from now. From my tribe, she is here in Boya. I said, so I know God has been speaking to me, but I am not sure. She said, all right, let's leave it to God. If it is God, He will speak again. Let's put it in prayers. When I came out and I told Papa that, Papa, this is the revelation that I have been having, and this lady in the church who has been also having this revelation. That's when my elder said, yes, that lady, if this is a revelation she said God showed her, I confirm her that this is about the third revelation that lady is bringing up in the church, and they come to pass exactly as she has told him. So he said, that is God speaking to me. And he said, God loves you. If not, He would have allowed you to go your own way and marry a wrong choice. Since you wanted your own choice from what you thought you could look out, yes, but God has something better for you. He said, okay, I will not just confirm. Go ahead, take a 3-day fast. After a 3-day fast, you will see God being manifested after it. Because before then, I had not developed any love. Man, the two of us with this sister were not even so close. She would always avoid me in church. She was my secretary in the group, but I was interacting with other sisters. But with her, even when I want to see, I will always see about her SMS, giving the general information about the group. I would even try to call her. She could not give me. She too did not even think of me. Little did I know, as my intention was coming, she had also got 3 suitors, including me. And she had to go into prayers with her own prayer partner too. When I made the intention known to her, she also did not even think that that could be possible. It's not this one, and she had not even thought of somebody like me. She had her mind to somebody else. Then after their 3 days of fast, 1 week with our senior pastor's wife, Mama Constance Mugri, right there, God still revealed to our Mama pastor that I was a supposed man. It became a problem. She has not loved me. She had never admired me. I have the same situation over there. How are we going to make it up? That is why when God is in something, He knows His own strategies to make His things come to pass. So after all, they had their 1 week of fast. I took my 3 days of fast. The elder told me after like 3 days, the love you start having towards this girl, the passion, it will be as if it's somebody that you had known before. And I bet you, it was just like the elder said. After 3 days, I felt like talking with this lady all the time. But she was still avoiding me. I felt like seeing her all the time. While she was also fighting on her outside with the Mama pastor. After 1 week, everything started flowing. She could not want to be for a day without hearing from me. I would not want to be for a day without hearing from her. So from there, we had to go again for prayers, for God's confirmation. It's only God who knew how He started it. If I tell you that this is my wife, lovely wedded wife, and Nangahana Ikomi, I have not known her for up to a year. I mean, closely. But the way we are now, God just made everything, the love was just growing, everything. In fact, I feel fulfilled. So, what am I saying in essence? You might have your own type of person that you have said, this is a person. But mind you, God has the best. Because he says in his word that before we even pray, he knows. Alright, when we were in our mother's womb, he knew what to become. He had programmed your own life partner. He had programmed it. You might be jumping here and there, here and there, here and there. You are with this guy and you think all is well. If God's hand is not there, at the end of it, it will end without you knowing how it all ended. So, when you are in any of a relationship, like you are courting, bring God into it. He should be the foundation of it. Because we have to put God at the foundation. I mean, we see his manifest presence in our marriage. We are living a very joyous marriage life. I mean, so good, so sweet. If you come beside us, you will like want to rush into marriage. I'm telling you. So marriage is a nice thing. The Bible says, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. A good thing. A good thing indeed. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So the next question we're going to ask you is, so how has the journey been so far? Do you have any regrets, like from where you started, where you are now? How has it been, looking at the situation of how you met your wife? How has the journey been so far for you?
Oh, I can say the journey has been a very nice one. I have no regrets because God gave me the real square peg on a square hole. I mean, she is my playmate. She knows when I need whatever I need. She knows when I need to eat what. In fact, when we're at home, we feel so lovely, so happy. I mean, it's a very blessed home. So I have no regrets.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to ask you is, what advice do you have to give to those who are out there who are still struggling to find their partners, find their soulmates, their love? As with regards of, you earlier said you had a list in your head which you knew that of qualities of the partner you want to spend the rest of your life with. Everybody has that list, and we all know that no one human being can meet up to all the aspects of your list. So what advice on compromising on the list do you have to give to people who are holding on to that list so strongly, like their partners must meet up to everything on that list?
Yeah, like what I said, if you have a partner that you are holding at, he or she must possess, let's say, some characteristics. In the first place, I want to say, no one is perfect. I have my weaknesses, she has her weaknesses. But now, what comes to overcome it all is understanding, communication. We collaborate, and when we come about that, put everything down. So you might be having a partner, you hold strong that this is a partner. The advice I will give to you is look unto God. That's why you see today many of the marriages, we have so many broken marriages, even right inside the church. Because some people, maybe because of finances, that you looked at this lady is having, let's say, a matricle, and you just think, I have made my mind that I want to get married to a woman with a matricle. And you, through that, you wrongly go to a partner that is not yours. At the end of it, you start living in the regret. So forget about whether she is still starting. God will give everything I'm able to support people in that marriage. So I did not rush into that, or you should not rush into it. Say, I want a woman who has a job. I want a woman from a rich home. If it is not from God, you are making a wrong mistake. You will live in regret. And why not a broken marriage? It's not that even pastors have today divorced.
Yes.
It is very okay in churches now. So that's why you have to take time, hear from God, so that God will guide your way when it comes to the issue of marriage. Marriage is not something of a play. Get ready. If you are ready, call unto God. He said when we call to him, he will come and he will answer us. So I will just advise you, no matter where you are, don't say maybe because you are not a born again, God, our God, is a God of all. Call him in your own way. He will come to you. He will show you. So that's the advice I have to you. Don't hold on a particular, God might change it. He said destiny cannot be changed, but cannot. So he has it. You might go like that, waste all, maybe you have been with that person for about 4 or 5 years. You come now, at the end of it, discover that this was not the right person. You only start living in regret. Maybe if you had gotten stick to your partner before these 5 years, you would have been somewhere else. So
Yeah.
thank you. That's what I have to.
Thank you. So the last question we're going to have for him is: we all know that they say no marriage is perfect, no home is perfect, nobody is perfect. Everybody has their own differences or difficulties, and they say you discover each other every day. It's a gradual process. You keep on discovering yourself every day in the marital home. So I want to get his own point of view. Like, how has it been for you, like discovering this person every day in the house? Has there been a point where you felt like, oh my God, this bad character that this person has, no, I'm not sure this is the one for me? Because we all have bad characters. Like, how do you navigate that bad character to finding a balance of, no, this is what God has in store for me, despite the bad characters, I'm going to overcome it? So how do you overcome knowing the bad characters of your spouse and still staying together and committed?
Thank you. Just like I formerly said, understanding. Because as I said, nobody is perfect. When you discover, every day we discover, you, especially a woman, you will hardly know a woman all through. A woman can easily know a man, but a woman, to know a woman, every day different characteristics, different attitudes are coming up. It's for you to understand the woman, and you have to, absorb whatever is coming. Like for me, my wife, she knows me, I am quick-tempered. I get angry. Even when we were in our courtship, she knew that I was a quick-tempered somebody. She made up her mind towards that for me. That is it. So I discover my wife. At times, she will not be smart like to do some certain things. Yeah, she has her own weaknesses. At times, she will not be smart to say, get up and let's say, wash the plates if the body is not. I know that is, today is not the best. I go in there and I do it. At times, she will even go before she comes, what she left with the hope that she was coming to do it. She will come, baby, you have done it. I said, because I know it's difficult for her. So what is difficult for her, I just have to suit myself with it. As we are saying summarily, nobody is perfect. Understanding is what is needed in marriage. Understanding, complementing each other. That is how marriage is needed. So you will not get 100% perfect partner, whatever you want.
Okay, so thank you so much. We have heard his own side of the story. And one last word for us, the viewers. Give us one last word. Like, what advice do you have to give to those who are out there who are still struggling to find the one?
Yeah, the advice I have for those who are still out there who are still struggling to look for one. First, don't over-select. That might bring a serious problem. If you want to say you want to overlook onto there are some issues, you will have to just remove your eyes from. Don't over-select. We know, yeah, you must admire the woman, the morphology of a woman, and so on and so forth. That is not God who will come and tell you that this woman's shape is this. No, you have to admire it with your physical eyes. So is that don't over-select. Most of the time, some of us, we overdo selections, and at the end of it, we miss the way, without knowing that this is a supposed person that God has given to us. Some people might just come naturally that, just the first person you meet, and that is a rightful person. But at times, maybe because you want to overlook, what is he doing, how much is his salary, or which background is she coming from, and so on and so forth. God might use that person and give you, and tomorrow people become the best couple and will never lack. So that is how it is. So I have said, don't overlook, don't over-select, and the next thing is that what? Look unto God. Make sure that God should be at the foundation, because He is the one who did introduce marriage right from the very beginning in Genesis, when He gave to Abraham Eve. So, God ordains marriage right from the very beginning. So that's what I have for you. Don't make a mistake to leave God aside.
Thank you so much. We are flowing or overflowed with joy and everything. Thank you so much. If you watched to this point, we're super grateful. Please make sure you subscribe, hit the like notification bell, everything. See you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.